Hi, I'm Aimie Ryan. I am the owner of Willow and Bear, and we are here at my home, a local florist here in Caringbah South. So I started Willow and Bear back in 2014 when my son Bear was born. The concept behind Willow and Bear is all about minimising the cost, preventing waste and keeping it local. This is part of my home. This is the garage that I had converted into a studio so it could be my space for Willow and Bear. Pretty as is, we just gave it a bit of a paint job and did some tiling, installed a sink. This is our dog Ralphie. He is a British Bulldog. He thinks he owns the place. So we bought this house back in 2012. It's a 1950s bungalow, so we fell in love with it straight away. It had so much character. And since purchasing the place, we haven't done too much. We gave it a quick render to modernise it. So just through here is our main living area. Again, supporting local business, so I've got like the cushions from Catherine at the Stables, she's just launched her new line, so they're amazing. Cow's head from one of my native growers as well. We don't have room for a dining table, so we tend to entertain a lot here on the island. So it's a really good use of space. And of course, a kitchen wouldn't be anything without some beautiful flowers about. These are some of my favourites. They are called dahlias, and I just love the big fluffy heads on them. I'm not one to have a lot of photos around the place. I tend not to have the big frames going up. Never get sick of looking at them because they kind of just blend into the background, but then they're a good focal point, or a good talking point I should say, for when friends come over. So this is where I come after I finish all my flowers. I hold all my consultations here for events. This is Frankie's room. This is a little nursery. This is probably the one room in the house where I have injected a lot of colour. I made this for Frankie. It's just a little wooden play gym. We got this gorgeous print. Again, it's just from a local store called Chabella down in Cronulla. Okay, so another perk about being a florist is finding things at the markets that you probably wouldn't tend to find elsewhere. One of those things is this little cotton tree. It's literally over a year old. It's been dried out, but it just looks perfect in the space and it's low maintenance. This is my son Bear's room. He's got his own little kind of makeshift cubby house. We got a bunk. Because we don't have a guest bedroom, we thought this was the perfect way. If we had someone come and stay, they could always jump on the top bunk. This is a Bear that I got for the room, just to compliment my son, whose name is Bear. It's just from Paxton Hart. My style tip would be to be aware of the trends, but to find your own niche. So it's not always about imitating art, incorporating some ideas into what your taste is. So thanks for coming through. We hope you've enjoyed our place.